What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Roy's Customs. I'm kind of working on the Mark 4 Golf because I ran into a little snag, so I'll just get right into it. Okay, as you can see, I got the engine out of the Golf. She was starting to clang, had zero power, didn't want to run. So I'm not really sure. It may be the head gasket. I don't know. I'll have to pop it off and show you guys, and I'll show me too. So we'll have that in a second. I gotta get the clutch and the flywheel off. Of course, get the seal off. As you notice, I did take it out without taking the transmission out. As a matter of fact, I just put a jack underneath the transmission, undid all the bolts, and I saved the two top main bolts for last. I did have to take everything off of the front, like all the pulleys and stuff, get them out of the way, and I did have to get the engine mount off of there, but that gave me more than sufficient room to pry that thing and slide it forward and get it out of there. So just in case if you were wondering, it can be done, and honestly it doesn't take really any more work than taking the wheels off and the CV axles and everything else and pulling the whole transmission, although this way the transmission and everything is still already in there. So all you got to do is slide it back into place if you ever need to do that and you don't want to mess with the transmission, or you don't have to worry about the transmission and you're just working on the engine or changing engine out or something. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to this, and then I'll set this engine off to the side and grab the other engine, get the clutch and flywheel on here, and I'll get this thing back in here pretty quick. But I will show you what I find when I pop the head off. Alright, guys and gals, what we have is the engine, the old engine back in. I didn't swap over a bunch of stuff or anything. I only did like the basics. I still got to put the belt on. I still got to put the intake on, the breather and stuff. I still need to finish hooking up some cooling lines. But anyways, and still put the battery in, and you know, this and that. Just a few things tomorrow, and it should be up and running. I still got to get the fluids anyways. I got to get some oil, and I need to get some coolant. So I'll finish everything up tomorrow and see if it'll run again. Now, I did find a little issue with this other fuel rail. I do not know if that could have been causing a major problem or not, but it could possibly have been the reason I was getting a lean reading. Maybe it just wasn't shoving enough fuel through. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The other one was perfectly fine, but I do need to get some new fuel lines. These things are kind of decrepit looking, but I will take care of that pretty soon. But first things first, I need to get her put back together enough tomorrow and get the fluids in it and give her a cranky crank and see if she'll go putter or not, or whatever. Anyways, we'll get to that in the morning. Alright, so I got the oil in it. I'm finishing up the coolant here, and it'll still need more because it's got to have time to circulate and get the air bubbles out and stuff. But I am going to go ahead and fire it up, and then we'll see what happens. Although, like I said, this engine ran just fine, so it should be alright. So here goes nothing. or something. I'm not sure what. Alrighty, well, she runs just fine, just like she did before. Everything should be good. I had to get a new lower intake gasket. But other than that, I really didn't have to mess with a whole bunch. I will do some stuff later on, like change this bracket maybe, or whatever, or just paint this one maybe. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Most people aren't going to see underneath the hood anyways. This was sort of kind of for me, but it's alright. I do have the purpley intake on it, and I've got the green vacuum lines and stuff, and so it still has the feel of the custom thing. So anyways, we'll get the headlights in and get the front bumper cover on and stuff, and put the hood back on, and like I say, the air bubbles and stuff, it'll have to circulate, and I'll just keep an eye on that and add it as I need it for the coolant. But other than that, she runs great. The oil, I got the oil in it and all that stuff. I gotta do these clips here real quick, no big deal, but anyways, I'll get her back together, and I guess I'll be able to drive it now. So anyways, that's going to be it for this little video. This was just kind of a little update and stuff to kind of show you where I was at with the Mark IV Golf project. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching, and feel free to like, subscribe, hit the notifications if you wish, and have a spectacular day or night, whichever one it is for you. Peace out. You can see right there, I have a broken cam. That is very interesting, to say the least.